Yo guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alan Muchenje and I'm currently based in South Africa, but I'm Zimbabwean by nationality. And welcome to my YouTube channel. This is actually my first video, so forgive me for being a bit nervous and anxious, but there's always a start for everything. So welcome to my YouTube channel, and the purpose of this channel really is to discuss everything that's trading related. Hopefully, as the channel grows, and I grow, hopefully, I think I'll venture into other things, but for now, it's mainly everything trading related. So I'm currently based in South Africa, but I'm Zimbabwean by nationality. I think I mentioned that. So with that being said, I do want to build a community, especially for the upcoming traders that are in Zimbabwe, also in South Africa, just Africa in general. Hopefully we go global. So yeah, and I've been trading for the past 4 years, and I do believe there's a lot to share. I've got experiences to share, I've got knowledge to share, data to share, with the upcoming traders, and the established traders. Hopefully, build a community, that's authentic, especially nowadays with how the trading industry is, So without wasting much of your time, let me give you a backstory about the past 4 years that I've mentioned, my experience. I started trading in 2019. That's when I really started trading, like starting to place trades, analyze the charts. But prior to that, it was around 2017, the end of 2017. That's when my cousin introduced me to trading. By that time, he had Instagram, and I was not on Instagram, so he was on Instagram, and then he saw South African traders. By then the guys that were hot were Ashiras Montla, the Jason Noahs, the Ref Waynes, and it was like, bro, we've got to do this thing, bro. And by that time, in Zimbabwe, not many people knew about trading. So it was just not many people knew about trading. So it was a little bit new in the space, and then we were like, bro, we've got to do this. But by that time, we were doing our A level, sorry. So I was just like, what? Let me finish my A levels. Then I'm gonna push this thing. But in 2019, around the final year of my A levels, that's when I also started really like getting into trading, really like pushing it, watching a few videos, downloading the trading platforms and some material about it, some books, And at the same time, I was also doing my studies, and then I was like, okay, you know what, it's fine. Let me stop, But when I finish my studies, I'm gonna really get deep into it. And so I did, when I finished my my A levels around November in 2019, that's when I really started getting deep into it. So it's been like that ever since, and it's been a roller coaster, if I'm going to be honest. Because I would like to be honest with you, trading has really changed my life. You know, probably wondering for the better or for the worst, and I can say both, because ever since I really started getting deep into trading, in a way, I think I have matured in a way, because it has helped me. It has helped me to really start thinking more about what I really want to do in life. I've been leaning more into just learning more about myself, and so I can say that has been a positive impact. And obviously there's more to discuss. I'll be going a bit deeper, in the other videos, just sharing my experiences. But I can say it has definitely shaped me for the better. And it's only this year that I've started seeing some level of consistency in my trading, so that's also good. And I just thought, okay, so since I'm seeing some level of consistency, I think it's best that I also share, I also document that journey and also share what I know, just to help other traders and other people that are attracted to trading. So yeah, that has been the journey. Of course, I didn't go really much into detail. It's my first video, so I just plan on making it a bit short, and also just getting familiar to talk to myself on the camera, and just learn the basics of just, content creating, But ultimately, the goal is just to create a community, document my journey and share my experience, So without much wasting of your time, for the topic of today, I'm just gonna try and keep it a bit simple, and I'm just gonna get an idea of what trading is all about, what really happens, what does a trader really do, what influences price movement, and all of those things. So let's jump into the charts. So currently what's displayed on your screen, guys, is a trading platform called MetaTrader 5, and this is the PC version. There's also the mobile version, and this is the PC version. So what it simply does is it shows you, it helps us to interpret what the market is telling us. So if we look closely, you'll see these red and green boxes. These are actually called candlesticks, and these help us to interpret what the market is telling us. So all of these green and red candlesticks, they tell us something about the market. They tell us what the market might do. So it helps us as traders to help make decisions on, or make a prediction on, what is going to happen in the markets. So the chart that I currently have right now is the US dollar against the South African rand. And okay, let's start from what it really means. So we've got USD ZAR right here, which means the US dollar versus South African rand. Sorry about that. And what we have right here on the right side of our screen is the money, is the rate. So currently it's saying 17.57, and as you can see, it's fluctuating and fluctuating. So that's actually price moving. So is it, you guys know that maybe like $1 currently is equals to 17 rand. So what they've done is that they've reduced that money into like points. So we as traders have the ability to trade like the rising, and the selling of any currency. So I mainly specialize in the forex market, meaning I trade currencies. That's my niche. But there are quite a lot of things that can be traded, and in the upcoming videos I'll be making more and more videos on the different types of things that can be traded. We've got cryptocurrency, we've got commodities which are gold, oil, we've got futures, we've got bonds, we've got stocks. You can trade all of those things. So trading actually encompasses a lot of markets. All of these are markets. There's the forex market, the crypto market, the bond market, the futures market, the stock market. There are different types of markets, but I specialize in the forex market. But I do also trade a few commodities and a few stocks, which I'll be sharing on excuse me, later in the upcoming videos. So to just give you a background of what trading is all about, it's simply just the process of buying and selling currencies. In my case, currencies. So if you're trading stocks, you'll be buying and selling stocks. So the aim is to make a profit. So what we actually do as traders is to predict, or speculate if the price is going to go up, or if the price of a market is going to go down. So let's take this example. This USD rand. So the pair that's on the first, this USD, this is called the base currency, versus the South African rand. This is the quoted currency. So what it simply means is $1 is equals to this amount on the right side of the screen. So $1 is equals to 17 rand right now. And if we are to look at that, if we are to look at that on the internet right now, it's going to give us the same price. So what it simply means is, if we are speculating that this pair, is gonna go up, based on our analysis, that means we buy this pair, we buy USD rand. If we're speculating that it's gonna go down, we then sell it, and so that's what trading is all about. It's speculating future price movement. And if you're a good speculator, a good predictor, a good analyst, you make money from that. So I know it sounds simple, but simple doesn't always mean easy. So who are the market participants? Who are the market participants? So we've got the central banks. These are really big banks, and they influence the price of the markets, through monetary policies. We also have commercial banks, and these are your average, ABSAs. If you're here in South Africa, you've got FNBs, Standard Bank, FNB. So they do play a role in the market, but it's not that significant, but they do put in some level of liquidity. And we've got some hedge funds. These are people that are trading their own personal capital, but it's like huge capital. We're talking like millions. And we also have got the retail traders, which is us. retail traders are us. We don't really have an impact on the market. Of course, we might put a sentiment here and there, but we don't really have much impact on the market. So if you are a retail trader, it's best to try and follow what the big guys are doing, because you really can't control the market. And so, like I mentioned, what does a trader really do? A trader analyzes the market trends, the news and the economic data, and makes a thesis on if that certain market is going to go up or down. And there are many ways of analyzing or making a thesis. There's the technical aspect of things, and also there's the fundamental aspect of trading. So technical analysis is studying price charts and the patterns, and also looking at indicators to predict future price movement. So what we currently have right here is the technical side of things. So these candlesticks, if we can analyze them enough, they tell us something about the market, which is something that I'll be teaching you guys or giving insight, in future videos. But essentially, the way that they present themselves, the way that they open, the way that they close, it tells us something about the market or what the market might want to do. Okay, and also there's the fundamental side of things. There's the fundamental aspect of trading, which is evaluating the underlying economic factors, like interest rates, inflation, the company earnings, to determine the value of an asset or the value of an economy. So this is actually getting data on like how well the economy of a country is performing. I can give you an example for maybe South Africa. So if you guys didn't know, South Africa recently had elections, I think 3 months ago. And if we are to look at the chart, this is USD ZAR, so it means this is the US dollar against the South African rand. Excuse me. And we can actually trace that from the time there were elections. The South African rand has been holding pretty well against the US dollar, meaning it has been going up. So what do I mean it has been holding well against the dollar? So what I'm saying is, if we are saying USD versus the South African rand, it means for $1 you have to pay, by this time you had to pay about 18 rand 61 cents. So they've put the value amount in terms of points, to like broaden it. So it means for $1 you have to pay 18 rand, but currently you just have to pay about 17 rand 50 cents. So that actually means you need less rands to buy $1. So that means that the South African rand is doing pretty well against the US dollar. So in this case, if this market is dropping, it means the South African rand is doing well. And if this market starts buying or starts going up, it means you're going to need more rand to just buy $1. So that means that that's pretty bad for the economy. And the way that you can speculate if the price is going to go up or down is either using technical analysis or using fundamental analysis. So let's also move on to what really influences the moving of price. What makes price go up or down? What makes the market go up or down? What influences the movement of the market? So there's economic data, like I mentioned. We've got inflation, we've got interest rates, we've got the GDP growth. If a company if a country is doing well, if the companies in a country are doing well and are providing, and it has a positive impact on the gross domestic product of the country, that influences a country's currency to be strong. So that's an influence that influences the price of a market to either be strong or bad. And we also have geopolitical events. We've got central bank actions. These are the things that influence the movement of markets. We've got global events like the pandemic, we've got natural disasters. We've also got commodity prices. These are some of the factors that influence the movement of price. So if you have access to this data, which there is, let me actually plug you guys with a platform that fundamental analysts use to just track news events, economic data. For the fundamental analysts, these are the people that trade using economic data and stuff. So you can actually read around the different types of markets that you trade and just get an insight on what the news is saying, on what the market sentiment is. We've got the S&P 500, which is a stock, and if you are into those types of stock, you can read the news around that stock to make your trading decision in the future. Yeah, I'm a technical trader, so I trade patterns. Let's just jump back into the trading platform, and I trade patterns. Patterns are always recurring, and this is actually a setup that I was waiting for, but it didn't really go according to plan. I was expecting price to kind of like get into this zone, the 25% zone on the Fibonacci. And I know this might be overwhelming for some, but as time goes on, I'll be explaining what each of these tools mean, how to interpret chart data. This video is mainly just an introduction so that you guys know what I'm all about, and I also get familiar with talking to myself and just screen recording. So yeah, this is a pattern that I was waiting for, but it didn't go according to plan. But if you guys can just take a look at this pattern, it's actually identical to this pattern that I took. The only difference is that this in this case the market actually tapped into my key level that I was waiting for, and then it dropped. And I'm gonna put a screenshot of the execution on my mobile app so that you guys see what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is the setup that I was waiting for. I was also expecting the same thing to happen on the euro versus the Great Britain pound, but it didn't exactly tap into the zone that I was waiting for. So yeah, and this is also just part of trading, guys. Sometimes you might wait for your setup to fulfill, but it really doesn't go your way. So I'll also be uncovering how to understand the market from a psychological point of view. This is the technical aspect, but I also shift more into the psychological aspect of trading, so that you kind of like develop a mental framework for trading. So I won't really make this video long, since it's just an introductory video, and me also just getting used to just talking. I think I've repeated that a lot of times, but I believe you get the sense. And yeah, so this channel is going to be about everything trading related, and building a community, and also just documenting my journey, because I believe that with my 4 years experience, which I've been self-teaching myself, not because I do not want a mentor, but it's costly. It's costly. Not many people do have the disposable income to invest in mentors, although it's something that's actually needed. If you want to be good at something, you actually need a mentor to guide you. But unfortunately, for my case, it hasn't been the case. I've had to teach myself. Go through some not so helpful material. Some not. I believe that's just the path of mastery. You've got to make a few mistakes. You've got to go off the track for you to kind of like find your way. But one of the reasons that I also want to do this YouTube item is so that I can also help the people that are upcoming, and also just teach people, if they're interested, you dig. So yeah, this was just my introductory video, letting you guys know about myself, just letting you guys know what I'm all about, and I hope to make more videos. I hope to talk about all things trading related, and I don't really want to waste much your time. I really hope this was good use of your time, as I aim to provide value, so yeah, stay tuned for the next upcoming videos that I'll be making. I aim to at least drop 2 videos per week. I hope I become consistent with that. So yeah, so sharp guys, I hope to see you soon. Yeah.